YouTube, this is Chuck Gentles. I want to welcome you to my channel, and what you're looking at here is a GeoSluice GeoBanker. It's the large version. We make one that's smaller than this, but this is a machine that will catch all the gold. I've used it many times in the creek, and now we're going to use it as if it was in a dry creek bed. In other words, we're going to recirculate with it. So I'll be back and show you what's going to happen. This is the setup. What we got here, down here on the bottom, is a mortar tub. This black deal down here is a mortar tub. At the end of the GeoBanker is a 3-gallon bucket, and that's to catch your tailings. And the way we get the tailings there is after it goes over the sluice, these little ears guide the material into the bucket. Now the bucket back here is where my pump is. It's down here in the water. And this bucket has holes in it. I don't know if you can see inside there or not. Let me look here. Yeah, you should be able to see inside the bucket. There are, I believe, 6 holes, 2-inch holes in the side of the bucket with screens on it. And I've also got the bail of the bucket hooked here and tied to this edge of the rack. So that holds your pump from floating, because it will try to float away once we get going. So on back here now we've got, just in case, because if you're going to recirculate, you don't want to lose any water. So now this bucket here on the back is for catching that extra water right there. Anything that may come off the back of the sluice, off the upper little grizzly. And this also has tabs in it that guides the water here through the middle of the punch plate. So electrically, I've got the pump hooked here off this cord, and we're hooked to a let's see, we're hooked to a battery, a Life PO4 battery. It's a lithium ion battery, 12.8 volt, 50 amp hour, and I can run almost all day on this, just like it is. And I've also got it, if you look here on the ground, that's a switch I put in line with it. So I've made a lot of changes, and they've all been for the best, for the most part. All the little guides I put in there guide water where you want it to go, because when you're out in the forest or wherever you're going to go to use this where there's no water, you want to save every drop of water if you can. Okay, so onward and upward, we're going to fire this up and see what happens. So let me get set up here, and I'll be right back. Guys, I got it level now. I'm at about 8 degrees. It's level side to side. So I'm going to take that level out of there. This is just a little Empire level we use for leveling pipe or whatever you want to use. Let's see what happens when we give it some water. Yeah, I got a leak. Okay, we got great flow. And hardly losing anything off the back. I got some drips coming off the front, but they're just going in the box. So everything seems to be okay. That's pretty good. And I can get that shut down. It looks like I got plenty of water there. Okay, I'm going to shut this down for a minute and be right back. Alright guys, so what we're going to run here is I got some black sand in these buckets over here. Right there, these buckets have black sand in them. Some of it's been run, some of it hasn't, so we're going to run some now. And we'll see if there's any gold in them and see how this machine works. Recirculating. Well, it's running good. I'm getting a lot of splash. It's discharged that back and it's killing me. This runs really quick. So I'm going to move you over here so you can see it flow off the back. And usually I don't have that much, but I don't have my motor controller that I normally have. And you can see here, you can see it's catching up here, catching in all the ripples. This is a drop riffle setup. So that's how this works. And you just scoop into there. When your bucket gets full on the end down here, and your tailings bucket's full down here, right there is the tailings bucket. That's the pump bucket. And I'm not getting any debris in there at all. But my tailings are pretty much hitting that bucket, except for that water that's coming off that one end there. I just don't have enough material right now, so we're going to run it anyhow. Now you're going to get a little lost. On a bigger recirculator like this, you're going to get lost. And that's just the way it is. So you try to limit it as much as you can. Then I got duct tape up here on by my valve, just like the commercial on TV says. But everything's running good. The drop riffles are catching good. I've got a lot of water coming off that one edge down here on the bottom. But it's all going back into the tray, and that's what it's supposed to do. We're supposed to catch everything, or as much as we can. And we'll go over here, pour some more into the hopper. Let's see if we can get in there a little tighter. And about there. Pour it from this angle. It's running good there. I'm going to move you over. Hang on. Here we go. So there's my hopper. And watch how fast it goes through. This is a big scoop. And if you need more water, you think you're going to need more water here, you can pull this plug here, right here. And that'll, for sure, make it so you can just clean it out right now. It runs it much faster. But right now we don't need that. And the trick is to put that plug back in without getting wet or too wet. And as you can see, it cleans out perfect up here. I'm not selling these and I'm not making any money off this. This is my machine, this is the way I run it, and this is the way I've changed it. But it runs really good. And I would guess maybe just a touch slow. All right, be back. All right, guys, so the first bucket's empty. And this one was a full, this is a 2. These are only 2 gallons. And I've got 2 other 2 gallons here. And that first one went right through really easy. We'll do a little checking here in a little bit. But Now we got a little bit of light on the riffles. So let's watch part of the center bucket go through. You can see the size of that scoop. That's a huge scoop. And it's taking it right off the hopper. We got some of the two riffles up here, and the drop riffles are cleaning out. All right, guys, so that's 2 buckets I've run through. I'm probably going to go look at the thing when I shut her down here and see how we're looking. We're going to let the riffles clean out for a little bit. But everything's working like it should. This catch bucket here is still going to pump up out of the water. The bucket's not floating. We're losing a little bit of water into our tray here, and it's going down here, but it won't go up into that bucket. So everything's good. Pretty good. Looking pretty good. Be back. All right, guys. I did this without jet dry. I'm kind of doing an experiment here to see what happens, and it's been running really, really good. So, am I losing water? A little bit in a couple places, but nothing to be upset about. And it can be adjusted. You can adjust this upper hopper here. You can adjust this so it's more at a tilt so your water goes down quicker, and that would help that. And this down here on the bottom here, I'm just shooting a little bit off the edge of my bucket to my tailings bucket, but it's not enough to cause me any problems. I mean, it's right there, so the water's missing the bucket on this upper edge here by a little bit, but it's going into the tub, so we don't care, because that water's going into the pump bucket over here. And we're going to shut her off right there and see what happens. Now, like I said, these are drop riffles. There's no carpet. There's no nothing in them. This would be, some of this is desert gold, and some of it is this leftover from a dredge. Now, these upper riffles here, very possibly could have some in it, but what we take off first, we'll pull this hopper and clean up those bottom riffles there. So the trick to this is to close this. The hopper used to flop around a lot, and if you see, you can't see right here, so you see that chain hanging down on the back right here. This is now a pin, so I can do this. Let this goes out like this, put it in a tub, and I'll clean it right there. I have my bottle. Let's see, let me get a bottle here and we'll do that. Guys, I just cleaned out these two riffles here. There's a riffle here and a riffle here, and there's a little bit of material in it, not a lot, but I just washed it into the gold pan here, right there, and you won't be able to see any of that, but I'll pan that out and then see what that is first, and we'll know a little bit anyhow. Be back. All right, guys, new battery. So I'm going to take the hose and wash this sluice box down. Put it on. It's a shower. Let's see what that does, huh? All right. Should she be clean? Okay, so that's clean. It's in the pan. Let's see. Wow, that's way too much water. Oh, that's a lot of black sand. Wowie. Can't see a thing. Try it out here. Right there. How's that look? Can you see this at all? And it's like this glare. I can't see where I'm at or anything, so I've got to get and need space here. Yeah, and we're trying to get that. That's a nice little piece. I didn't spike this or anything. It's this. This is tailings from other stuff. And wanted. All right, guys. I'm sorry about it, but right after this, the camera overheated, and I lost everything. So I didn't get it for the rest of it, other than a couple little clips. So sorry. Divided in two. Well, guys, here it is. There was about as much gold in both halves of those pans as there was in the other one. So I can't show you gold, but I can show you the black sand that's in this bottle right here. And it's this full of gold. That's flour gold and a couple little pieces in there. So it was well worth running that black sand through there. And if the machine can catch that little gold in here the way I poured it, just dumping it in, it'll catch it in the creek. So this is a worthwhile investment if you're ever looking for a new piece of equipment. It's called Geo Sluice, and it's the Geo Banker. This is the large one. There's one that's, I think it's blue in color and a little smaller. But go for it. It's well worth it. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, come back again, give it a great comment. Stay blessed out there. Stay safe. Stay safe, guys. There's a lot of crazies going out there with guns and shooting at you. Be back.